Okay, Assalamu alaikum. Uh, Last time we were discussing Hooke's law and we were discussing some practice questions related to that formula. So I think in all of the classes, this is the last discussion which we were having this practice question. So you had to plot a graph for at first you have to complete the table and then you have to plot the data for the given quantities. So option C says it, plot a graph of extension against load. So there is some data given. So let me plot it for you. Okay, I have plotted the graph roughly for you. So what you can see here, because it was given in the question that you have to plot extension against load. So I've considered extension here, E or X in, I guess it's in centimeters, or I cannot clearly see that. So I guess millimeters now. So millimeters against load can be considered in F, force in newtons. Okay, so I have plotted the data. इसमें देखें आपने जो डेटा प्लॉट किया है that is 0 for 0 newtons load. The extension is 0 because the uh, extension is 0, and at 1 newton load extension is 9 millimeters. So you are given in the table extended length of the spring, and you can subtract the initial length of this spring each time to find out the extension in that spring. Okay. So for 2 newtons force load, 2 newtons load extension is given 18 millimeters, and for 3 newtons it given 27 centimeters, for 4 it's given 36, for 5 it's given 48 millimeters, and for 6 it's given 70 millimeters. So in first step you have to complete your table, then you have to plot the data. अच्छा इसमें देखें that graph is specifically designed, that data is specifically designed for you to tell you that initial part of this graph is a straight line, and then you have a curved part. So what does that translate? That straight line translates that two quantities are proportional to each other till this point. So I will call it limit of proportionality. I will call it limit of proportionality. And then after this I will be having some elastic limit or elastic region, and then I will have some plastic region or plastic limit, and then finally there will be some yield point. So what happens that at first you have a proportional region till you have a straight line. So that tells you that two quantities are proportional to each other, or the ratio of those quantities will remain same, or you can say that gradient of these quantities of this graph will be constant till this point. So this is the limit of proportionality. I can call it some, for example, I call it P. Then we have an elastic limit. Elastic limit, I call it, for example, I call it E. So what happens? if you have applied the force till here, for example, this elastic limit is giving you a force of 5 newtons. So if you apply a force of 5 newtons, so there will be an extension of this 48 millimeters. And if you remove this force, that extension will be covered back and object will regain its shape till you have applied the force till that 5 newtons. But if you exceed the force from that 5 Newton point, what will happen if you have applied a force of 6 newtons, then there will be permanent deformation. So the limit or the final force is the elastic limit where if you remove the force, object will regain its shape. ठीक है जी, तो पहले आपका लिमिट ऑफ प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी रीजन आ रहा है या लिमिट ऑफ प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी आ रहा है, where both the quantities are proportional to each other, and then you are having elastic limit जहां आप अपनी force remove करेंगे तो object will regain its shape. And then you have a plastic region. This is your plastic region. So that plastic region shows you that you're applying less force. Now देखिए gradient इसका up चला गया, तो जरा इस region को specifically आप identify करें that you are applying less force and extension is more. For lesser force, extension is larger. तो ये आपने कभी खुद भी ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं, अगर आपके पास कोई वायर है आप उसको एक्सटेंड करें, इफ यू आर अप्लाइंग अ स्मॉलर फोर्स इट विल रीगेन इट्स ओरिजिनल शेप आफ्टर रिमूविंग द फोर्स, लेकिन अगर आप उसको ज्यादा एक्सटेंड कर दें तो वो बहुत ज्यादा लॉन्ग हो जाती है वायर. सो व्हाट हैपन इज दैट with smaller force extension is more in plastic region, and then after that end of plastic region you have some yield point. There is an end point after which that object breaks down, and that's known as the yield point of the object. ठीक है जी. सो आई होप कि आप इसको ग्राफ को आपने प्लॉट किया होगा, नहीं किया होगा तो आप प्लॉट कर लें अपने पास. ठीक है जी. और ये मैंने जो पॉइंट है ये 3 न्यूटन पर मैंने जो कि इसको रफली प्लॉट किया, तो ये 3 न्यूटन वाला पॉइंट जो है ये भी ऑलमोस्ट आपका उसी स्ट्रेट लाइन पर आएगा. तो फर्स्ट इज अ स्ट्रेट लाइन एंड देन यू हैव अ कर्व पार्ट. ठीक है जी. अच्छा, आप जो ग्राफ्स आप प्लॉट करते हैं वो थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट होते हैं जो हम डिस्कस करते हैं. या तो जब आप ग्राफ प्लॉट करते हैं या वो स्ट्रेट लाइन होता है ग्राफ होता है, या वो बेस्ट फिट कर्व ग्राफ होता है. ये ग्राफ एक स्पेसिफिकली आपकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए प्लॉट कर रहा है, जिसमें एक स्टार्टिंग में एक आपके पास इनिशियली एक स्ट्रेट लाइन है, देन यू हैव अ कर्व पार्ट. तो जो आपको एटीपी में क्वेश्चन आएंगे आप इस तरह के ग्राफ्स प्लॉट नहीं करेंगे. either it will be a curve that will be given to you to draw it, or it will be a straight line. But for your understanding, this graph has both of those regions. That has a proportional region and then you have a curved part in the graph. So we have discussed proportional region or limit of proportionality, elastic limit, plastic region, and yield point. So I hope you can define all of those. So मैं ये आपको डिस्कस भी करना चाहिए मुझे, है ना. इसको एंड कर देते हैं. So we can define limit of proportionality. Then we can define elastic limit or elastic region, then elastic limit, and then yield point. So limit of proportionality is the maximum force of load for which extension is proportional. Extension is proportional Elastic limit is the maximum load for which object will regain its shape after removal of force, and plastic limit is maximum load for which object will not regain its shape after removal of force, and yield point is the one in which after which objects break down. Okay, so you can simply define those